rope. One of those things that's fun to make in Blender, but a little bit tricky to simulate, especially if you're going to actually be using a piece of mesh rope, right? It would be kind of falling apart if you added a cloth simulation to it. So how do we get around that in Blender? Well, the way we do that is quite simple. We actually add in a proxy object, like a plane in this case, and we bind whatever piece of rope, mesh rope we want to simulate. We bind it to that, and then all we have to do is actually just run a simple cloth sim on the plane, right? In this case that we've bounded to. So this is a really fun beginner's tutorial. If you want to learn how to do this, it's going to teach you a lot of cool things, and it'll come in really handy. I'll quickly just show you. You can even do things like the cloth pinning, where you can take certain parts of it. In this case, if I remove the cloth pinning, you can see it all just falls. So yeah, it just gives you an ability to control your rope as well. So I think I've said enough in the intro. Let's just jump into this, and I'll show you this cool rope simulation hack in Blender. So let's start off by modeling a really simple piece of rope. Don't worry, it's not complicated. We'll just use some modifiers. So we're just gonna select all of the objects. We'll press delete, and we'll go Shift A. We'll go to our mesh options. Let's just add in a circle. And we don't want this to be too dense with the topology, so we'll take this down to something like 12 or 16. I'm going to go with 16. If your computer struggles, you can take it down a little bit, but I think 16 is okay. And then what you're going to do, you're going to tab into edit mode. You're going to go into your top orthographic view, and then just move this over to the side. Then you go Shift D to duplicate, move it over, and then Shift D to duplicate, and then move this one, kind of almost touching. So they're all nicely clustered, and you can kind of select them all. And then go G and just move them till they're sitting in the middle. Now just get it roughly in the middle. You don't have to be perfect with this, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna tab back out. You're gonna go over to your modifiers, add modifier, click on search and type in screw and get the screw modifier. Then you just need to go here and give it some height. Okay, so I'm gonna go up a little bit. Let's keep going, something like that. And then let's just give it something like 10 segments or iterations. That's kind of look at that like segments, but 10 iterations. In this case, I might even go with 20 maybe. Okay, that's too long, so I'll go with maybe 15. Maybe even 12, I don't know. I just want to demonstrate this, so I'm gonna go with 12, there we go. So that's a piece of rope there. I'm gonna come to the drop down, I'm gonna apply this. Now if we tab into edit mode, we can see we have this piece of rope. So what I might just do in object mode, I'm just gonna go S and scale this way down. And then I'm gonna go R90, hit enter, and I'll just kind of move it to the middle of the scene. And then I'll just go Control A and I'll apply the scale, the rotation, and maybe the location. So just Control A gives you those options there. And now we're gonna go Shift A. We're gonna go to our mesh options, we're gonna add in a plane. And we're gonna go S, X, and scale it along the X till it's roughly the same length as the rope. And maybe move the rope a bit like that. Then click on it, the plane, go Control A and just apply the scale. That's super important if you've scaled it in object mode. So Control A to apply the scale. And with the rope as well, Control A, apply the scale if you haven't already done that. And then what you want to do is you want to select your rope. You want to go over to your modifiers, add modifier, search and type in surface and get a surface to form. Click on this little eyedropper and then select the plane as the object. And then click on bind. And now if you grab this and you move it, you won't see anything. But if you go into edit mode and you go Control R and you roll the middle mouse button to add in a whole bunch of segments like this, you can now grab some verts. And in this case, I can see here, and it's fine, it's not a big deal, but I should have probably added in those extra segments. I should have gone Control R, rolled in these segments before I bound it. So I'm gonna go back into object mode real quick, not a big deal. Let's just quickly select our rope. Let's just go unbind and just click bind again. Not a big deal. Then grab our plane, quickly go back in, and now if we just select some verts and move them, you can see they're binded like that, okay? Really, really cool. So that's what the deform modifier does. So now we can do something cool. We can go Shift A, we can quickly add in any object, but I think just a cylinder, rotate it on its side, kind of move down a bit. You can use anything you want, really, you can. I'm just gonna place it underneath there, and I'll just apply to scale, Control A and apply to scale if you've scaled it. Okay, and then make sure to go over to your physics, give it a collision. So that way the interaction can happen with it. Then select this plane here. Give it a cloth modifier under the physics. And then just come down all the way to the collision and enable self-collision so it can interact with itself. And then take this distance here so the rope doesn't kind of just go into itself. Take this distance and bump it up. So make it like 0.1 with the collision distance. And also before we run it, we can always just come here to our object data properties and we can go down to the visibility and we can change it. I think actually it's the viewport display. We can change the display as to wired. Okay, and that way it's going to work a lot better for us so it doesn't kind of distract from the actual rope simulation. So all we have to do now is just hit the space bar and now it'll simulate. Obviously make sure you're at frame 1 when you start. All right, but you can see here, this is how it works. It's really simple. It's a ton of fun. And yeah, I hope you guys are able to use this. I'll actually hide the plane here and turn it off in the render. But you can see this is the general idea of it. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.